Hello and welcome to Crafting Inspirations. I'm Joanne, a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator here in Newfoundland, Canada. I love to connect, inspire, and motivate new and exciting possibilities through stamping. I do YouTube videos every Sunday, and I do Facebook Lives every Monday night at 8 o'clock in Newfoundland time. And my Facebook page is Joanne's Crafting Inspirations. So that's JOANN apostrophe S Crafting Inspirations. For the month of August, I have decided to do the Ornate Thanks bundle. It's a beautiful bundle. It comes with a stamp set that can be found on page 66 of the annual catalog. It has 19 stamps. And the dies, there is a dies which has borders with flowers and that onto it. It's quite lovely. You'll see it now shortly. But if you don't have a catalog or anything like that and you are living in Canada, please reach out to me and I will be able to send you one. So if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on my webpage, which is joannejohnson.stampinup.net. That's JOANNJOHNSON.stampinup.net. Or you can reach out to me on Facebook. Just share or like my video, my post on Facebook, and you can reach out to me there as well, and that is Joanne's Crafting Inspiration webpage, or Facebook page, sorry. Or you can reach out to me by email, which is craftinginspirations@outlook.com. So, and I like to ask my subscribers and that to let me know where they're watching from. I love to know where my video is being seen from. And if you like this video, please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications of my future videos. So I'm just going to take a moment now and I'm going to turn my camera around and we'll get started with today's project. Like I said in my introduction, we'll be using the Ornate Thanks bundle. The Ornate Thanks bundle consists of 19 stamps and they're full of polymer, so they're see-through. And here's what the full of polymer stamp sets look like. They're easy to see and it's great for if you want to use one of these sentiments just above the word thanks or so grateful, you can. And you can see where you're stamping. And the bundle consists of 9 different borders. So here's one with flowers and roses. Here's one with roses. And then it has another one that it can be cut out and laid as a border separately. And it comes with 2 border type dies and 3 flowers, and plus the die set that I'm going to be using today, which is this one. And we're also going to introduce, so the Ornate Thanks can be found on page 66, and like I said, by purchasing the bundle you can save 10%. And then I'm going to introduce the basket of blooms and the small blooms punch. So in this set here I'll be just using the flowers and I'll be using the punch to punch out the flowers, which you'll see a little bit later on. So the color choice today is Blackberry Bliss, and that measures 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to score this here now with the bone folder, if I can get it. And that leaves a nice little crease and your card lays flat. We're also going to bring in some Whisper White that is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Now that leaves just a little bit of a small border. If you're not comfortable with putting your placement down with a marginal bit of a border, you can certainly cut it down to 4 5/4, 5 1/4. So that would just leave you a bigger of a border going around, and then you want your other piece cut down 1/4 inch smaller. But I do like the marginal of a border going around where you can see just a small bit of each one, and I find that the white kind of pops out the Blackberry Bliss. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to lay that aside, and on this I'm going to cut out a portion of our paper. We're going to cut away some of the paper. So we're going to lay it on like this, so that this line here comes down here, and this line comes off your paper. Now with the dies, I'm just going to turn this over. There is one solid straight line, it's not straight, but there's one solid line that will be connected, and that will cut your paper away, like this. So this one went on like this, and it cut away a portion of the paper. But I want my border to be, I want more of my paper left on top, so I'm going to lay it down so that the border goes around on this side, on the left-hand side of our die. So I'm just going to put it through our die cutting machine like this, and I'm just going to go over there now and run that through. And through the magic of the video, I was able to fast forward, and I'm able to show you what it looks like when I take it off. So there we go. I'm going to take a pick tool, and then I'm just going to remove this portion of the paper, because this is not required. And then I'm just going to punch out the rest of the flowers. So we're wanting to remove the negatives and leave. So what's going to happen is this is going to be seen through the white that we're laying down onto our card. So we're just punching these out so ever so carefully. And if you have a brush, take a pick tool, you can order a brush that goes on to here, and you can brush this away, which is a great tool. I haven't got one yet. I'm planning on ordering it with my next order, so that I can remove these delicate pieces. So there, we're left with this. And now you can certainly save these pieces for any future cards that you can do. So I'm just going to lay that aside and get rid of this. And then I've also cut out a white one. And now the white one, I just want these little twigs. So if we can get these little twigs out without ripping it, it would be great. Now, if you like these products and would like to place an order if you're here in Canada, you can refer back to my Stampin' Up webpage, and that is joannejohnson.stampinup.net, and you can go there and place an order. So there's what I need. I'll save these for any future cards. So now we've got this punched out, and you'll see how this looks through. So that's how it looks through the white with the white background. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment down here on the bottom. So before we places it on, so my sentiment is going to be from all of us, thanks. So I'm going to use from all of us. And thank you, thanks. because where there's not much of a space. Now, as I said in my previous video, or last week's video, when you have anything with sentiments, you should line it up with a grid paper and stamp down specially folded polymer so that you know that it's straight. So I'm going to bring in the Blackberry Bliss. And I'm going to just come up a little ways from the bottom and let the ink absorb and come straight up. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the word thanks. And then I ink it up, and then I'm just going to lay it down just below from all of us. Now I love this color, it's so rich. So you just want that to dry a little bit. I'm going to leave the Blackberry Bliss out for a little while. And I'm just going to fan that a little bit because the ink is quite juicy. So it's quite wet. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I just got a piece of Whisper White. And I'm just going to open this up and get the flower from the basket of blooms. And a little tip, if you don't want your folded polymer stamps to turn as you're cleaning it, you can stamp it down in a bit of Versamark to condition it. To condition your block a little bit, your stamp a little bit, so they don't turn that orangey reddy color. They may just a little bit anyways, depending on how long you've got your ink left on there. So I'm just doing 3 flowers. And I'm just closing this up, so just in case something falls onto it. And I'm just going to let that dry. Now this is dry, so I'm going to seal this down onto our card base. And make sure our card is opening the right way. And we're just leaving a small border around all 4 sides, like so. And we're going to burnish that pretty good. And then what I like to do is pop this up with dimensionals. So, nope, I left out one. Actually, I'm not going to pop this up with dimensionals because I'm going to lay that a little bit flat. I'm going to bring out the fine tip glue. And I'm going to put some glue on the edge of the flowers. So that it sticks down. And the fine tip glue is really good for this. And then I'm just going to take some fine tip glue and go across. Now with the fine tip glue, you really want to make sure that you close the stopper almost right away afterwards. So I'm going to do that while I'm just letting that dry there. And there's a little tip that you want to make sure that you put through the tip of the glue when you close it up. And I store mine upside down. I heard that tip a little while ago. And it really helps keep the glue from drying out or from blocking the tip. So I'm just patting these down. It seemed like I never got glue on that little tip there. There. Like so. And now with these white pieces, I'm going to come across the top and make like a vine going across. So I'm just going to bring back the fine tip glue once again. And I'm just going to put the fine tip glue along the base and the stem of the leaves. So we're just going to move that out of the way. Like so. You don't want too much on there. And we're just going to continue on as if it was a branch. So I'm going to do that one right around here. And take this one and do the same. And you can have them overlapping a little bit. There we go. And now I'm just going to bring in the flowers that we had just done. And I'm going to get some Wink of Stella. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just color in and spread some of that rich color around. And then the Wink of Stella has a little bit of, and the Wink of Stella just adds a little bit of shimmer to your flowers. So there we go. So I don't know if you can see that shimmer. It just adds a little bit of sparkle to the flowers. So now I'm just going to bring in the punch and punch out these flowers. So that's 1, 2, 3. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pop these up with the mini dimensionals. So I got some mini dimensionals here. So I'm just going to turn these over and put 1 dimensional on each flower. And I'm just going to take the backing off. It kind of stuck. There we go. And then I'm just going to put the 3 going along to cover up the joins of the white vine and beyond. So now I'm just going to bring out, and let's see what we can put on there. Let's get some rhinestones. Add a little bit more sparkle to these. So, well, let me remove that. We'll put 3 in the middle. Like so. And we can put some in the flowers in the center of these flowers. Just sparkle overload today. And 1 more. So there we go. That is the outside of our card. So what do you think? So now let's finish her up and let's do the inside. So from All of Us Thanks, so I got a little piece of Whisper White that measures 3 by 4 1/4. So we can certainly bring back the flowers that we had used, and we can put some around, and I'm just going to add some around here. So there we go, and we can certainly get a sentiment from All of Us. Thank you. Your kindness is so loved. Let's do that for the inside. So I'm just going to put that down. And we're just going to put it down, let the ink set in, and there we go. And I'm just going to fan that a little bit and put some seal. And put that in the center of our card inside. There we go. So that is our card for today. Now, wasn't that a lovely card? So easy to do when you have the tools to do so. But anyone can make this, even a beginner, as long as you get some machinery. One like the one in the back here, my Big Shot, or Stampin' Up will have a new embossing and die machine available the 1st of September, so I can't wait for that to come out. I'm looking forward to the small mini one that will be available come December, I believe. So I will be doing my projects. I will be doing my cutting and my embossing on the camera so that you can see it being made from scratch. My projects being made from scratch, other than me doing it through them beforehand like I normally do. So I just want to say that I upload new videos every Sunday. And if you want to follow me even further, you can do so through my Facebook page. That's Joanne's Crafting Inspirations. And it's a Facebook page that you can follow me through, and you can reach out to me through there. Or you can leave a comment on this thread and I will get back to you. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching and have a beautiful day. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.